everyone, and welcome to another getaway adventure. This episode kicks off with Paul and I making our way to the beautiful Flinders Ranges, one of South Australia's most breathtaking landscapes. We've been looking forward to this one, haven't we, Paul?
Oh, most definitely. This is certainly a bucket list location for us, but I guess we have quite a lot of bucket list locations though.
We sure do. So sit back, relax, and come along with us for the journey as we discover the wild and timeless heart of South Australia.
Standing underneath the rows of trees, I can see where the ocean meets the sky. Under our clothes, a fire grows. We are ready for this life.
Well, that just gave us both a bit of a fright. Big red just come out across our path. We were doing 90, so there was no stopping. And he's bound just as he's hit the car, and I thought he's going to come over the top of the bull bar and straight into the windscreen, but he didn't. Fortunately, he went down rather than up, which is a bit sad for him. He's well and truly dead. But anyway, no damage to the car. He has been one of the spotlights a little bit backwards, but that's the only damage. Got the heart going a bit. Thought he was coming inside. 8 days since we left Coober, which was our last episode. We've been down to a zone muster in the bottom end of South Australia at a farm stay called Edge Hill, located in Riverton. That is a beautiful location. We didn't do any real filming there. It was a bit of a holiday for us and meeting all fellow zoners at muster. But if you're travelling that Clare Valley area and want to look at the Riesling Trail around Clare Valley, Edge Hill Farm Stay is beautiful and I'd put that on your list as a place to go. The sheep there, the canola fields, the beautiful the sunset up at the bar, as they call it, BAA. And of course we had a great time there meeting fellow zoners and meeting people who follow our YouTube channel as well, so that was really special. We're on our way to our first stopover in the Flinders Ranges. We're going to a station stay, which is Willows Waters Farm and Station Stay. Really looking forward to that. We've just pulled into the little town of Hawker on the way into the Flinders Ranges, stopping here to fill our tanks with water because it will be our last opportunity for a week. Fill up with fuel, and we're already well stocked with food, etc. It's a lovely little town actually. Has some interesting rock structures on the way in. We did pull over and have a look at one particular one. I got a bit of drone footage of it. And they do cater well with water point and dump point and obviously fuel and food, etc. It's not a big place. I think it's only got a population of 300 to 400. And also speaking of drones, we are still meaning to do a little bit of drone footage at the moment, but we soon will not be able to because as we enter into the Flinders Park National Park area itself, no drones allowed. It is banned to have drones in there except for scientific research, or if you pay them a lot of money, apparently it's okay as well.
When you're in Hawker, South Australia, make sure you set aside time to visit the incredible Jeff Morgan Gallery. Stepping into Jeff's panoramic paintings feels like stepping into the landscape itself. It's an experience that's nothing short of breathtaking. And don't miss the old bus out the back. It's packed full of fascinating memorabilia and collectibles, and it's a quirky little treasure trove that just adds even more charm to the whole experience. This place is absolutely astounding. So I'm on my way through to the Arkaroola panorama. Honestly, I'm going to turn you around so you can have a look with me. This is a maze of absolute beauty. The Arkaroola panorama. It's 46 metres in circumference and 5.5 metres in height. But the highlight for me was heading upstairs to take in the 360-degree panorama of the Flinders Ranges. There's even a couple of seats placed perfectly for you to sit, soak it all in and simply enjoy the moment. Jeff's Wilpena Pound masterpiece, viewed from the lookout platform, is extraordinary from every angle and a testament to his remarkable talent. But the gallery offers more than just world-class art. You'll also find fascinating collections of stones, china, classic matchbox cars, even full-sized beauties. Plus, the adorable teddy bear collection adds a fun and unexpected touch to the experience. And make sure you step into the recreated shearer's shed. The combination of the artwork and the rustic setting makes it feel like you've stepped straight into an authentic outback shearing scene.
We've arrived at Willow Waters farm stay and set up. It's a great location down here at the edge of the Willow Waters Gorge. We've got a beautiful spot here with beautiful surroundings. It's $20 a night to stay here, and for that you're getting the beautiful location and the view, surrounding view. You're not provided with amenities here, there are none. You have to be fully self-contained. They do have fire pits here, and they provide timber back at the homestead for $20 for a large bag, or you can bring your own in. You're just not allowed to collect your own firewood from the surrounding area. But $20 is a beautiful location and it's worth the money, and we'll go for a drive through the gorge a bit later on or tomorrow and enjoy that. Certainly enjoy looking at the mountains that are here, the interesting rock formations. It's very interesting and lovely, and I'm looking forward to both sunrise and sunset. Sunrise if we get up early enough, but certainly the sunset this evening, and a fire this evening as well. And we're looking forward to our couple of nights here at Willow Waters before moving on further north into the Flinders Ranges. And as you can see, the flies are thick. Thank goodness for fly nets.
We're currently parked up at Willow Waters farm stay in the Flinders Ranges. It is absolutely stunning here. We've got a roaring fire, and of course the sun's setting over there in the distance, and it's a perfect time to pull out the guitar and play the 3 chords that I know. I'll sing you one of the songs that I've written on our travels, and it's called In the Outback, and it's probably a little bit of a bush ballad or a bush lullaby. Here we go. Lace leaves against an orange sky, soft breeze and I'm feeling fine in the outback, in the outback. Kookaburras in the far-off trees, calling out to their families in the outback, the outback. The Southern Cross in the darkening sky sets the mood for a lullaby in the outback. Ooh, the outback. Red soil and open plains, spinifex and silvers and greens in the outback, in the outback. Golden wattles and eucalypt trees, native grevilleas in orange and cream. Can you see it? Can you see it? Chosen lyrics will paint you a song for everyone to sing along in the outback. Ooh, the outback. It's morning dew kisses the ground, little birds seen flying around, singing duets and building love nests. Delicate beauties with a spring in their step, a common theme in this wilderness called the outback. Ooh, the outback. Ooh, the outback.
There are 6 camping sites at Willow Waters where we're staying. We're in site number 2. Number 1 and number 2 are both big enough for caravans, and the others are more your tent swags or camper trailers as well. But they also have this eco tent here, so if you're travelling with a rooftop tent or swag and you'd just like that little bit more comfort for a change,
A little bit more luxury.
yeah, they have the eco tent here, which looks pretty flash actually. It's only looking in from the outside. Nice big covered area from the flies, well fly screen, which is great.
Nice little patio to sit with your fly nets on.
Barbecue, they've got gas and water here, so you can have a nice hot shower, etc. So you really can, if you've been hitting it hard in the swag, you can spoil yourself here. And you get the lovely view of the mountains, the Flinders Mountains around you, and looking down onto the river. Well, a dry creek bed I should say, and further up ahead's the gorge, which we're going to have a look at shortly. Nice little spot to break away from the tenting life, I would think. Just been going for a drive along the property and through the gorge. Campsite 5 looks pretty good actually. So this is campsite 5 here. Plenty of room for a van. It would just be a matter of driving on the gorge that I don't think there's any low overhanging branches. I might not have been taking enough notice, but you definitely get a van in here. I'll check the branches on the way back. But this is a nice spot. You've got the gully down below, fireplace here, big open area. In rock formations and ranges all the way around you. Directly behind our campsite is this hill, which the mountain goats have been climbing all over, so we thought we could do it. But we thought we might come up here this afternoon and watch the sun go down. And look, it's a great spot. You get a beautiful view, stunning, looking down over the camp. But I don't think I'd enjoy a beer or a wine with these flies. There are just too many.
They're beating us.
Yeah. I mean, they're not stopping us getting out, but I just don't think it's comfortable drinking a beer or trying to get it under.
Yeah, you want to enjoy it as well.
Yeah. But look, it's a great spot. Beautiful view. We'll just show you a bit of a look. There really is some very interesting rock formations over there, isn't there? That pinnacle just sticking up on top of that mountain is very fascinating, and a wall of rocks over the other side. Look, it's a great campsite. I'd love to be here without the flies because it really is beautiful. Certainly enjoyed this. And getting some interesting bird sounds around the place too, so I'm getting the big camera out and hoping I get lucky with something I haven't seen before, some sort of wren or something like that would be really nice. So if I put some photos up, you know I was lucky enough to see some, but I can certainly hear them, and I can see some movements in amongst the bushes, but they're staying in well and truly in amongst the bush, so it's hard to see what they are at the moment. We've just finished at Willow Water farm stay, and now we're on our way back to Hawker and then up through into the gorge, probably staying at Parachilna Gorge overnight. A couple of free camps we're looking forward to.
Yay!
Look, this is a really nice spot. It was only spoilt by the numerous flies, but I mean
they were by the millions.
It can't be helped, and I suspect that no matter where we go in the Flinders, that's going to be the case at the moment.
They're relentless.
Just luck of the draw. So it meant it wasn't quite as enjoyable getting out and about, but we still had a nice time there. Still managed a nice fire the first night after the flies had gone to bed, and had a bit of a drive around the gorge yesterday and had a look at that. It's a beautiful area. I really liked it. So it's $10 per person to stay here, and kids are free. You don't get any amenities for that. You just get this glorious view and the security of a farm stay. So we've quite enjoyed it.
We have indeed.
Yeah, and I'd recommend this one. There are a number of many farm stays along the Flinders Ranges area actually, but some of them are really, $60 plus. So $20 is pretty good. Happy with that?
Well, when you're operating on a budget.
Well, yes. The plan is to do probably 2 station stays along the route, but we'll try and do a couple of free ones now to offset the cost, and then a station stay towards the last bit as well.
there's a black sheep in the family.
Literally. We're now on our way to our next campsite, which is somewhere within the Parachilna Gorge. Just whichever one we find that looks nice is where we'll end up. So we're going to stop in at the little township of Parachilna on the way and visit the iconic Prairie Hotel. I think it's I've read somewhere that it employs the entire town of 4 people. So anyway, we'll look in, pay them a visit. You got to say hello at these little remote pubs. It's interesting countryside. I mean, obviously you've got the beautiful Flinders Ranges in the background, but it's really starting to dry out now as we get closer to Parachilna, only about 10k I think. But you just go through these stands or large groves of, I don't know what they are, like wattle bushes, but they're all in bloom. They're not really a yellow like a wattle, they're more of a pale green or cream, Deb says, creamy colour. But they're all blooming away, and then it goes back to being the dry countryside again. Prairie Hotel, Parachilna. I had not expected it to be this busy. Here we are at the Prairie Hotel, Parachilna. Here's off, Parachilna Gorge next. Parachilna, population 14, one pub, the Prairie Hotel, which we've just been to.
It was a top little pub.
That was a surprise. And there was actually, as I said when I walked in there, a lot more people I expected. And I said,
It was packed.
I mentioned to the lady behind the bar, she said, no, it's pretty quiet today. We expected more than this. So, how about that?
So it looks like a really old pub on the outside, but on the inside it's quite lovely and refurbished.
Yeah, it's beautiful. They've even got a little microbrewery in there.
Yes, I know.
That's surprising.
How about that?
Yeah.
We might have to come back for dinner.
Look, we might have to. We're going to Parachilna Gorge campsites, and the nearest one's about 11k. So if we're at this end of the gorge, we may come back for a dinner because some of the food being put onto the tables looks pretty good.
Pretty nice.
Anyway, if you're coming out this way, do stop at the Prairie Hotel. It is very well worth it.
And have an icy cold ginger beer.
Or a cold pale ale, which was absolutely very nice.
Yeah.
Anyway,
very enjoyable.
On to our next site. Parachilna Gorge offers campsites along most of the dry creek bed, not just in the areas listed on Wikicamps. We've just arrived at our first campsite on the Parachilna Gorge. We had picked out one on Wiki Camps, but when we got to that one, it was full. There's probably only half a dozen vans there, but they'd taken up all the best spots. There were a couple of spots that just looked a bit too tight, so we kept on going, and that was a bit of a struggle because we had to reverse back out of the campsite because there was nowhere to turn around, but never mind. We've moved about 2 or 3k further on and found another spot. Wasn't necessarily on Wiki Camps, I don't think. Haven't had a look. We just drove along till we saw somewhere we wanted to park. We're about 100 metres actually from the start of the Heysen Trail, and so that's pretty convenient. We'll probably do a bit of a walk on that trail tomorrow. Obviously not the full hike. I think that's quite a few hundred kilometres long, the Heysen Trail. I'll put it down here what it actually is. I'm not 100% sure. But typical Flinders Range country here. We've got all these beautiful mountains and hills around us, rock and slate looking rock, and very rugged looking and very beautiful, and lots of flies, so the fly net will soon be going on. We've got the riverbed just down here right beside us, and we're looking out over the riverbed. It's a dry gully, of course, but I do like the fact that we're parked up fairly high here, so if there's any rain way upstream which brings down a flash flood or whatever, we'll be nice and safe where we are. This whole area is just simply gorgeous. I'm loving all of what I see along the Flinders Ranges. Just would be so much nicer without the flies, but the fly net's going to have to go on, and hopefully it's about 4 o'clock or so at the moment, so hopefully another hour or a couple of hours probably they'll start to disappear, and we can get out and sit outside and enjoy the view and enjoy this free campsite. We don't have any timber, so we won't have a fire this evening, unfortunately. There are a lot of fire pits around, and there is a bit of timber lying on the ground, so we're not in the national park, so we should be able to collect that timber. I'm just not 100% sure. But anyway, this is our campsite for at least one night, probably 2. We had a bit of a thunderstorm last night.
And this morning.
And, well, early this morning actually. More thunder and lightning than rain, but we did get a little bit of rain.
Yeah.
Throughout the night I woke up a few times. Yeah, it was just a light rain a couple of different times. Probably only got, I don't know, 3 or 4 mil. It wouldn't have been a lot. Settled the dust. Hasn't settled the flies though. They're still with us.
They're relentless.
Cape Jarvis, 1,200 kilometres. We won't be doing that today. We'll do a little bit of it. Go for it, my love.
Well, the Heysen Trail is Australia's 1,200 kilometre adventure hike, and as you've just said, we definitely won't be doing 1,200 kilometres. The trail traverses many of South Australia's most spectacular landscapes. Well, just look around us. Historic towns and rugged ranges. With its amazing diversity, the trail is adventurous, dramatic, and at times breathtaking. Looking forward to this, babe.
It's just beautiful to stand here at the very northern track entrance, isn't it?
It really is. Hey, we should get a selfie right here.
We should get a selfie.
You know, in spite of the flies, I'm really looking forward to this track.
Yeah, me too. I do have markers along the way, which is always useful.
We set off along the Heysen Trail, following the dry river as it wound its way through the landscape. The walk treated us to some truly beautiful views of towering river gums, and all around the mountains rose dramatically, creating a breathtaking backdrop. It was one of those walks that makes you slow down, look up and truly appreciate the beauty of the Flinders Ranges.
Oh, okay, a gate. It's actually a little bit easy to lose this trail because we actually just went off trail then and come back onto the trail without realising we'd even been off it. Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Huh, I see a marker. I actually thought we'd gone off track. I hadn't seen one for a while. We're on the right track.
Once
Walkers,
again,
follow
it's another
the creek.
fork.
Excellent. There are two creeks here though, so I'm
The
going to
arrow's
show
going left, Paul.
arrow's going left.
Yes.
We shall take the left creek because the arrow says take the left one.
The arrow's got it wrong the last time, so
Last time the arrow
Hopefully
led
this
us in a circle.
yeah, hopefully this isn't leading us off track.
It's fascinating. Look at those layers in the mountains, those layers of rock, how they're all angled and sloped from earth upheaval over time. It's just amazing looking at it. And these trees here, I don't know what they are, but you got your gums, but you got, I don't know, they look sort of like a cypress type pine, really. More time.
And the slate type rock.
Yeah, the slate rock.
So it's very,
Shale, isn't it?
yeah, shaly. And look at these cute little tufts of flowers.
You'll just have to get a photo.
I will.
These big dark brown ridges, or reddy brown ridges that follow us along the creek bed. When you have a look at them closely, they're shale. And it's all broken up into like cracker dust type stuff like road base.
It'd be challenging to walk up that.
Yes, it would be. These glorious big red gums. These gums are doing very well to be growing out of this shale rock on the cliff face or on the edge of the bank. Well, unfortunately we've got to turn back now and head back to camp because I have a Zoom meeting. But we will probably take up Heysen's Trail again from one of the other campsites we go to tomorrow. Rawlings Station perhaps, or one of those ones, not sure yet. So we'll jump back on elsewhere. Well, we made it back. We didn't get lost. We only went about 40 minutes in because we had to return, but it's a beautiful walk. You get great views of the ranges around you. The first 40 minutes is all in creek bed, so you don't get any elevation. You'd have to walk longer than we did to get up to elevation to look down.
Look at the flies on your back. There'll be millions on mine as well.
Free hiking for them.
Parachilna Gorge, wow, what a spectacular place this is. If I was to come again, it would be in winter when the flies,
No flies.
when the flies are less.
Yeah.
Oh,
The scenery here is just so spectacular.
It is
I've really
truly
enjoyed it. We had that bit of a walk yesterday along Heysen Trail. Not a long walk, but just thoroughly enjoyed the majestic mountains all around us. You know, really is very beautiful.
they're pretty spectacular, aren't
Yeah,
they?
and you know, with the fly net on, it's actually very comfortable doing the walks and all that sort of stuff. Where it's not comfortable though, it was like this morning, I just wanted to sit outside, eat breakfast and look at the mountains, and you can't because the flies are just everywhere.
Well, you can, you just need a fly net.
It's hard to eat brekkie when you've got a fly net on.
Very true.
But look, you know, this is the Outback and this is Australia, and I fully accept that. Sometimes you can be lucky and sometimes unlucky, and at the moment we've just got the flies. I would love to spend a week in this area when there are no flies because it is so beautiful. We're now heading on to Rawnsley Station, so that's where we will be for the next few days or so before we head further south along the Flinders Ranges. But that'll be next episode.
Yeah.
We'll finish this episode here. We hope this has been an enjoyable episode for you guys.
Ciao.
Standing underneath the rows of trees, I can see where the ocean meets the sky.